Hey there, welcome everyone back to another beautiful Monday. This is probably going to be a quick stream. We're going to try to get as much story done as we can. I got some thunderstorms going outside, so I might just randomly disappear. If that's the case, I'm sorry about that. Also, let's see while we get everything here sorted here. And I want to thank Percy Palms. I missed yesterday. I rated her, and she gave me a follow back. Thank you again, Percy Palms. You're absolutely awesome, and sorry I only got a lurk for a bit, but excited to catch more of your streams. If you haven't, go say hi to her. Go follow her. She is absolutely amazing. Let's see here. Any other housekeeping? I don't think I have any more housekeeping. Oh, watch out for the flashbang. There we go. Okay. So let's get into it here, and let's get through as much as we can before I possibly lose power. And I don't know if anyone heard anything I said because my audio glitched out there again. That's fantastic. Welcome everyone to this Monday. I want to thank Percy Palms for dropping me a follow yesterday. It was great getting to catch your stream, and I hope I get to catch more of them here in the future. We're going to just continue on from where we left off. And we will go from there, I think. Yeah. We'll be picking up, like I said, trying to get as much done before I possibly lose power. There's a storm rolling on outside. So we're just gonna try to knock out as much of this game as much of the story tonight as we can. So yeah, let's go get to it. I absolutely love that song. Where are we at? Here we at. Where do you want me to go? Yeah, there's the bridges. Okay, yeah, elevator. Let's do that. Oh, we'll see if we can take this. Come down here to the lower bit of Meridian, which is absolutely cool looking down below. Ooh, what's that over there? That's cool looking. And again, apologies if you can hear the storm rolling in the background. It is definitely a big thunderstorm currently running through. And as we wait here for the elevator to come up. Those out you there in the stream, how are things looking all right? Shepherd. That's an exciting sound. Must be moving at quite the speed for my hair to lift up like that in a freaking elevator. And yeah. Off we go.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Just a look. Pass up these goods.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
You'll regret not
Would you like to
stopping
buy
when you're in the
something
thick of it.
Won't cost you a
Won't
shard
find
just to
better
look.
wares.
Don't pass up these goods. Find goods
I mean, I can only buy from her, so I don't know why y'all are trying to pitch sales to me. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Alright, let's go.
These aren't good.
Derval
Find goods
stormed
for a
the
fair
palace.
price.
And he still lives?
My family might still be alive. And you're going to stand here and do nothing?
We've lost a dozen patrols beyond the valley.
It's our son
Our
King's
orders are
savior.
clear. No more. The freeholds were warned.
You're talking about orders. I'm talking about lives.
That's what the orders are for. These save lives.
Sounds like things are going great around here. Nope. Looks like it's just a Strider boy. Alright, let's go to this area that Silence of Hollow told us to go check out. So check, make sure. Okay, I just wanted to check my audio to make sure nothing weird was going on with it. Sometimes that happens. Hey, don't mind me, just riding through. Just a Strider galloping through, don't worry about it. You shot my robot.
Right a run.
Alright, let's go, robot. We need to give this a better name. What should we name her? Is it or something here? Whatever. So we're going up. Getting all Assassin's Creed up here. Up we go, over, up. Okay, I'll keep going up and up and up. Also, Aloy's freaking upper body strength has to be just incredible. And the finger strength she has. Just all of it. Like, to grab wet rocks like this and not lose it? Like, dang. All the finger strength in the world. Alright, let's keep going up, 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 up. Come on, you got it. You're right there.
Oh, a king who had his own father murdered.
And who are you?
Only a little blood.
Okay, you're friendly. You didn't look friendly. Oop. You shadow card ya? I mean, sure, why not? Might as well be. Some angry chickens over here that we might have to deal with. Don't worry about me, angry chickens. Metal flower. Thank you. Don't worry about me, just passing through. Just passing through. See, look at leaving you alone. Oh, no. Good. There, are we happy now?
Just stay out of their way for now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them alone. To quote the famous Agent J, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. And they definitely tried to start something. Goes the warthog. See? Told you. Hello, salesperson of the wild. I think I need to sell off. Sell that off. Don't have much use for it. I'll probably sell that off too. I don't have much use for that. Resources, anything in here that needs to be immediately sold off? Nothing. Yep, that does. Good enough for now. Moving on.
Crash the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
Cool, it's a ram. That's what I would prefer. Alright, let's go see what Silent wants us to do. Hey there, Rammy boy. Yeah, we're gonna get off of here just so that you stay there and don't try to climb up the
There are
mountain with me.
handholds, right where you'd said they'd be. Did you get that, Silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
Do like Sassy Aloy. Probably my favorite Aloy
All
is
right.
Sassy Aloy.
Take a seat at the campfire and we'll have a little chat.
How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus Network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified.
Oh, poor tall neck.
Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus Network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests.
That's probably about the
always.
first truthful thing that he has ever told us so far.
It is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
Fair enough.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Okay. Silence Zavala. Yeah, I agree with Aloy on that. Dude is kind of a prick.
Tight. Corrupted machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for years to come. You'll have to get past them.
This is the easy way in.
The back way in. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Oh no, what happened? Oh, he died. Oh no. Someone should come check on that. I'm surprised homeboy tanked that. Oh, you tanked two. Now we're gonna have a real fight. Okay, no, we're good. Yeah, it was less than graceful, but we got it. That's what we're thinking about. I think I have some skill points. Can I get silent running yet? Oh, no, that's a nice one. Okay. We'll get that at least.
Explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
I mean, I feel like it kind of does. Okay.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge. The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
You getting this? I see the legs of a tall neck down there, but no tall neck.
Damn. The transmitter's been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You've got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count.
No, I like sassy Aloy.
The ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
Eyes upon Meridian, or even Sunfall for that matter. These ancient machines are sharp. I cut my hand on their rust.
You're gonna give yourself tetanus there, boyo.
someone down over here. Doesn't look good.
You got no one down, sir.
That shelter. It's bigger than the others.
Find the tall neck, Aloy. There's no time to poke around.
There is if I make time. Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation. So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret.
So long as King Itamen languishes at Sunfall, coddled by his mother, he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things, it is absolute. One day, it nurtures life, and the next, scorches life away. It burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. Every morning, I wake to the same nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian, in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like a glittering spike through the center of my mind. Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. But the
What is
count
this
of days
place?
runs thin.
A distraction.
There are
I
several
will
data
see
points.
Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
This armor. There's only one man big enough to wear this. Helis.
Yep. Most certainly is
This is
Helis.
his shelter. Not exactly fancy.
What would you expect of a fanatic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
So you know him.
Just enough to want to stop him.
You know what? That's probably true.
My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness.
That was not for real.
Ever
That was pretty
the
far into
strong
madness.
are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault. As their cannons, forged by Oseram filth, toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink.
Yeah, dude's absolutely
With me,
freaking
he
mental.
sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to Sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take back our home. But our strength only faded, until the buried shadow was brought to light. When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil?
Yeah, it probably was. You probably should have killed him right then and there. But here we are.
Me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind. The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion. A whole world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to
I
one
love
cause.
this outfit.
Shadow to sun, night
Absolutely
to
love
day.
this outfit.
Even a buried
One
shadow
of the
wants
best.
the wheel to turn. For without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow. Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying into the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself. My lord sensed
Oh
this,
my goodness.
but instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another. When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its
Yee.
fragility. A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed. How its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak.
Wow, dude was
I
already
slipped
messed up
from
in the head.
bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone. I saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
It's possible she was as crazy as you were.
Did it. He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a
Yes, he
focus
is.
that you seem to lack. Now, how about finding that tall neck?
It would not have been easy to drag the tall neck down his path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top.
You know,
Destroy the
sometimes
module
silence,
and then
the
get
why
as
is
fast
just
as
as
you
im-
can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
Oh man.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Okay, boss man, but saying something feels off. The old spidey senses are tingling. It's a fucking Boris.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
It's a metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Entity has come here.
Well, hello, Hades.
Entity.
How you doing?
Miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
That's fine.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
Thanks, Silence.
Keep moving or you'll die.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Keep moving.
Yeah,
Working on it.
What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
Oh. Time to go back in time. I never died. Dicks. Come on, come. Run, 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 run.
Keep moving.
Yeah, you think?
Thanks,
What do you think
Silence.
I'm doing? Taking a nap?
Again, love sassy Aloy.
Talk about a brave trail.
Sassy Aloy, best Aloy.
No way. Almost there. What?
Don't fight. Keep moving.
Kinda don't have a choice here.
Run, don't fight.
Listen, not always so easy to run and not fight.
Are you kidding me?
Don't head left towards the camp.
Got it. Almost out of it.
The whole base
can't
is on
have-
high alert.
Yeah, I noticed.
Run, don't fight.
It's not always a choice.
Keep running.
Again, not always a choice.
Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
Well, no crap. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'll go up there and break the thing, Aloy. It'll be fine, Aloy. Nothing can go wrong, Aloy. But you sound like Silence.
Rough going, but you survived.
Thanks.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding.
You
We
nut
both
dick.
need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. Let's unfold. We'll speak again.
It's
You miserable... Damn him.
well, that was fun.
If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
All right, let's see where we're going. We're going doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo. Where? Oh, all the way over here, to where I haven't really been before. You know what? Let's just go for the fast travel. And save us a lot of walking. Save us many much walkings. And while we're here, might as well hurry and craft up some thing useful. Not really. Not really. Alright, so we'll craft some travel stuff. There we go. Plenty of fast travel now.
A quick way down.
Don't mind me, just passing through. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Absolutely nothing to see here. Just doing my thing. See, don't worry about it. Just passing through. Everything's fine. No. Listen. That's on him. I told him everything was fine. He made it a thing. You're gonna make it a thing too? Don't mind me, just passing through. Nothing to worry about. Don't mind me. Let's grab this. I'm suddenly shooting sound at someone. That's neat. Okay, continuing on.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
And why do people live here again? Alright, take a quick look. Zero Dawn Project Facility. And let's go say hi at Sunfall. Your soldiers look a little not great. That's okay. Well, thank you for the salute, folks. Okay, what do you sell that no one else sells? So far, nothing. Nothing. Oh, a Shadow Rattler. That's not what people don't have, but I got everything else. Okay, outfit-wise, you got anything cool? No, same old stuff with everybody else. Treasure boxes, nothing. Okay, cool. Well, hey, thank you. Bye. I feel a trap.
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least, where I live.
Give them time. I'm sure they must.
Huh. See, what I don't like is that thing in the middle. That just screams massive trap. Hi, pardon me, Kate, excuse me.
To see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crack?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, Circulate.
Circulate. Sure.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
Okay.
Mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
Okay. I'm interested. Who am I bounty hunting?
By the glory of the sun revealed.
Oh my gosh, that is a dumb hat. You know it is.
Radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
He's like 3 years
I
old, man.
command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of Radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
That's it.
Than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
I mean, sure, why not?
The way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
For the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
No. I sense a trap, but you know what? Screw it. Let's go. In for a penny, in for a pound, all that, whatnot. That's fine.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I say you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Alright, give me 1 second here. I don't know if this is like an actual point of no return. Okay. So I gotta take care of that. Let's get back to it.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Snowback here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Ugh!
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Cancer. Lounge staff admin, another incident. This morning's unfortunate with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. Presented Zero Dawn has an immensely complicated progress, but as a staff who serve the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators fluent in Polish, for example. Security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who were screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we do help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures.
That's not good.
Repair.
So,
okay.
What was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
We need support too. Reception staff 2 admin. We need support too. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sorts of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Lang bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these emails. Yeah, some of the things are going great.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If you have to listen to one more, hey, can't throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals. I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? That is someone who's been working here way too long and definitely deserves a break. But I guess they don't really have a choice, do they? So as I understand it right now, things in the world are less than ideal. This, I mean, it's not great right now in Aloy's time, but less so in their time. Would it be possible would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation. But the ones who scream or sob can only plainly be heard by candidates waiting to turn around. Just a thought.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the...
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
ZD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Cutscene time.
I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Okay. Definitely not a super weapon, which we already kind of figured.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Don't worry, I'm sure whatever she did, Ted Pharaoh...
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Counselor guidelines. Well, I guess we're not going to read that one because it screwed up in the show.
Chuffs! Blood! In Edemon's name!
Good. We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got
Lots
the
of exploring in
prosthetic
the
limbs to
tunnels.
show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Smart lady.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Yeah, tracks. I mean, can't blame a guy for being completely freaking absolutely freaking skitzed out of his mind. Don't ask what that means because I don't know either. Alright. Okay, so we got that. Let's come over here. Oh, more things to listen to. Travis Tate.
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Did plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
previously
Red
worked for
and
Pharaoh
red.
Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I
There's more
thought,
stuff up there. Cool.
about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since,
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Tech could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first
Totally understandable how these people would end up the way they are. I mean,
they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light. There were no limits. God, there were no limits.
it's maybe where the problem lied.
Is
Tom
accurate,
Peach.
yes.
Or
So
Tom
these
Peach.
mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolves into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied.
Yeah, pretty much.
Miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word,
Yeah.
yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That asshole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word.
Tom Pit.
Get off! Get off! Doc, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Yeah, I can imagine there was a lot of temper.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here.
Suve.
Why would you show me these things?
Who's
I know
Faye?
that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Means a lot when you're trying to preserve all of humanity's culture.
ZB02 data intact.
Not.
Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
Alright, let's go see our
You've heard the bad news. It's all
mom.
true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself.
Yeah, she dresses
will
real
cease to
casual.
exist. But does that have to be the end? What
In
if we could give
sweatpants and a
life
tunic.
a future?
I dig it.
What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of
Scary,
making
but
the
check.
billions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all.
This
that's just the
Festus,
start.
that dick nugget.
We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural
I'm guessing that's where
achievement
things went wrong.
from which they will learn of us.
Because I don't think Apollo ever came into existence. Or something. Knowing Ted Faro, he probably blew up.
Mistakes. It's not an impossible dream.
Yeah, I can see Ted Faro destroying
If we work tirelessly and stop at
one of these
nothing
parts
to
or all
achieve
these
it.
parts.
We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Oh,
Destroyed, but then remade?
that's what it seems like.
By a machine of creation.
I'm guessing that's who All Mother is Gaia.
For life? For us? But
Yep.
why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why
That's
does
the
it wanna
$1
kill
million,
me?
$2
And
million
Apollo,
question.
The archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
And Hephaestus, taking over Cyan. As
Yeah.
confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Okay. Let's go see what we got. Hello. Text log. Make your selection. You are now in the possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choices. 1. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise, and you should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project outcome is uncertain. You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communication with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participating in Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, a pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt out for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Yeah, I imagine you don't really have a whole lot of choices, and I mean, all 3 choices suck. But, I mean, here we are. It seemed to at least somewhat work.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
I had to weigh super heavy on that guy. I can only imagine.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
That's where we lost it. Ron Felder.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say.
It's a good word, flabbergasted. Highly suggest using it in your daily vernacular.
I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Yeah, you can't leave, buddy. Yeah, you probably didn't. Okay, what do we got going on in here? Anything fun? Nope, nothing fun there. Anything fun over here? Ooh, thing. Stranded shackles, huh? Yes, and these are the tubes where people went to become one with their maker. Yep, that's what we're gonna go with to make YouTube happy. Alright, well. Very well. Onwards in whatever direction this is.
Intruder! Get her!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Intruder! Okay. Problem solved. Okay.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By
Is there
algorithm,
another route?
my family
this
will be
before.
saved because I
Just
happen to
be my
graduate
focus.
in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Souvet? Christina Souvet?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now? And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity.
I mean, I agree with her.
I must do this.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded.
I don't know, but yeah.
I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
Okay.
Now,
And Travis
those
Tate.
lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey.
Just double checking. I think that was everything. All right, down we go.
Here we go.
Oh, yes.
Another one of these.
Yeah, we're
Need
missing
to
a
find the
power
right
core.
configuration.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to
Maybe
install an
there's a storage
H-emitter
area
node
nearby.
backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, so it's reverse. Okay, and we're still missing a part. That's cool. I mean, it happens, but cool. Okay, so everything's reverse. So, I'm guessing that means that goes that way. Goes that way. That goes that way. That goes that way. And that goes that way. Is that not correct? It's all backwards, right? Over, yep, 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 yep. Unless it means it's reversed, maybe? Okay, whatever. Okay, well, let's, we'll go off on a chance that it's just backwards starting over here, so we'll go that way. That must be for the other side then.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay, so it's the rest of them that are backwards. Okay, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. While we do this here, we're gonna hurry and run an ad break. Sorry for you guys. See you guys in a bit.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Remember, this one's the one that's backwards. Or if it's whatever, we'll just okay. So be down. Still up.
That did it.
Okay.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Yeah. Oh, this way. Okay. Okay, how'd they get down here faster than we did?
They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Oh.
That's the last of them.
Alert. H-lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not. Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Yeah, working on it, Dick. And to Margot Shin from Elizabeth Sobek. If I died, your brilliance aside, so I would pity for Hephaestus. Alpha, you need to stop worrying about your age and education. In this case, a point. Boosting sales to store raw material excellent. This combined with your design of the AM Foundry. Coat with acclimate Okelia before you finalize silo inventories. Hephaestus' first tack will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers, and Maneuver will use a transmit the deactivation code. So any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Cool. Okay, I'll check out another one over here real quick. From Margot to Elizabeth. Well, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphology. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain the boss have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes to the world of blah blah blah. Well, whatever guy thinks that the fastest will empower her to build it, I just wish we could still be around a century or two to see what she makes. Okay. So we are in the Hephaestus lab.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen,
hello.
And this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it. If Hephaestus was part of a system designed to save life, why would it use cyan to make a cauldron? And churn out machines with no other purpose than to kill people?
Somehow it's gone rogue.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Okay. Skipped some lines of dialogue there. It makes me slightly unhappy. So I took an extra step forward, but okay. Here we go. Next set. Let's go give them the news. Hello, anyone here? Hello. Can I scan you? No. Scan proof window. Hi. Oh, scan proof window some more.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside. More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Let's go give the Eclipse the news. Or not. Maybe we come back through and give them the news? That's what I'm guessing.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore,
The ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion.
Probably one of the easier
Albeit under
projects,
the very
at least in
worst
theory.
circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we
Pretty
will have to
sure.
design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune
Way
with
to do it.
Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past,
Teach the future, so you teach the past so you can prepare for the future.
tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Yeah, so something definitely happened with Apollo. Unfortunately, we're running out of time, so we'll just kind of skipped over these real quick. Yeah, subject encapsulated DNA over the past 10 years, exhaustive, blah, 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 quantum of eternity, encapsulated DNA plus 40 plus divided, blah, blah, blah. That's how they use it, is they use DNA. As long as I show you that you don't factor in my decision, I'm making that in case we do next time. Okay, bye! So that's how they stored everything into Apollo, was some sort of DNA-like storage structure. Can't find that one. So, going back to it later. Store open. Nope, door's sealed shut. Okay. Time to give Eclipse the good news. Oh no, people died. Ah! Yeah, come find me. Yeah, come at me one at a time. This is how you do it.
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world, listening to this message, Please know that I am sorry. And that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Okay. Thank you for that, Aaron.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app.
Oh, Tate, you
I know what you're
idiot.
thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tax smart
Not
as
wrong.
Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. A spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand.
Yeah, again, hubris again. I mean, I see where they're coming from, but still lots of hubris here. All the hubris here.
So welcome to Hades.
Well, thank you for that, sir.
To the void.
Okay,
Thank you.
so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct? And how's it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh titan getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
If Hephaestus went rogue, why not Hades too?
That's fair.
That's what I'm thinking, but why? And what caused it?
Keep searching, and perhaps we'll find the answer.
Cool.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Upwards and downwards.
Are these what I think they are?
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist.
Hello, Mr.
I
Klein.
am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay. Let's go. Neat.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes
Because it
a
is.
monster?
Well, it won't matter. The world's already dead.
Speak outside protocol.
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Fucking Ted, man. Every time he opens his mouth, things get worse. He has the uncanny ability to be an absolute prick. It's like Gaia's old core.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though Kempered forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
Nope.
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Okay, I'm all about AIs having emotions. It kind of helps. They're not just pure...
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
Fair enough.
Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Okay. Seems like Gaia was fully on board with it, which is good to have in your AI. Being fully on board with whatever thing's going on here. Okay. Alright, well, let's go watch this one. Oh, no. Odyssey has fallen. Okay, this one seems important. Or Odyssey has failed. Terrible news. I'm afraid the far Zenith informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed last night. Telemetry indicates catastrophic antimatter containment failures. The drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, and all of its zygote seeds, its alpha build of Apollo were all lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of life. Okay. Artemis status. From Charles Ronson to Sobek, it's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it. Those words are something nothing. Had my sleeves up, rolled, negotiate with a few Frozen's used for their samples. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what ifs, blah, 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 blah. We start mapping succession. There already been too many lates. We lost. Okay. Sounds like things are not going good here towards the end of Zero Dawn.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Uh-oh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Oh, it's Heedless McGee.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Frick. But at least get a save point. This feels like I should have a save point here, because this is unfortunately where I gotta call it. Time to go do some adulting things. Thank you everyone who stopped by, and we'll see you once, maybe?
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground.
Let's find out about that. Let me out. Let's go. Let's fight.
It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step.
Why'd you do it?
When I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events.
Okay. And that
You were
is...
meant to survive that day on the mountain.
Was I?
Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men.
I mean, fair enough.
Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
Sure, why not?
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Okay, let's do this. You're nothing more than a puppet.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet. With
Yes, you are,
Hades
sir.
yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces.
You tell him.
It'd be laughable.
Get him, girl.
If there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
Got you there.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place.
Are you sure about that?
Where it belongs.
Because I don't think you're sure about
The errant
that.
beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you.
Tell me what?
After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
More
Why
needless
butcher
slaughter.
dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events?
Oh my gosh, does this guy stop talking?
Such a powerful device, isn't it?
Poke you in the teeth with my spear.
So fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Okay, well, let's do this, I guess. Frick.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this,
Blah, 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 blah.
have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago,
To consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die.
Says the guy who schemed and slithered. But all right.
Be the first of thousands.
Let's go, prick. Less than ideal, but let's do it.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. All my weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it.
Come on, come over here. Charge me.
That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. And my weapons with it.
Come on, get me, get me, get me. Come on, get me. Fight me.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Freeze canister on its hips. Cryo arrow shoots it off. Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with swift attacks.
Sorry. Oh, well, that's fun. Uh-oh. Hey. Hey, stop that.
That canister on its belly. Looks important.
What's that? You lost!
Silence!
Well, fight me.
Shadows, kill her. Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Silence? Traitor!
That's too bad the bird isn't a thing in this game, because that's totally what they should do. And let's use that. We're going to finish it as soon as we get out of this.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I duplicated every data file you scanned.
Fair enough.
Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
Thank you, Zavala.
It's time to see
I
where
mean,
you're
Silence. I
born.
mean,
Maybe you'll
Silence, Zavala.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I mean, he
I'll
did.
be off.
Wait.
My
Yes.
people need me. How'd
How
you find
did
me?
you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon.
I mean, fair enough, I
wore out
guess.
2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
You
Since
can
when
override
can
machines?
you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus.
Man, what a prick.
Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess.
And you know what?
Helis
US recognized you.
recognized you back in the Sun Ring.
What are you gonna do about
told
it?
me that you'd assisted the eclipse, not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Fair enough.
Right.
Oh, I gotta go help the Nora.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an eclipse detachment to attack the Nora sacred land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
Prick.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
Hey,
When
we're
the
learning.
time is right, I'll be in touch.
Later, Zavala, Silence. I mean, Silence, Zavala. I
In the
mean,
meantime,
see you, person.
should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
Mostly.
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel.
This is unusual. I do not like this.
I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
I don't like when Silence is all said nice. Doesn't add up. Okay. Good. Can I save the game now? Can I save game? Hey, I can save game. Okay. Alright, well, let's get this going. Okay, let's thank you everyone for joining me. Let's see if there's anyone here to raid real quick. Okay. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining me. Let's go see who we can say hi to. And thank you for joining me on this adventure. It's been absolutely great. I don't really have anyone right now. Well, in that case, hey, go find someone you absolutely enjoy streaming. Tell them I sent you. Tell them to have a great day. I will see you all again Friday for whatever we do Friday. Maybe we might do some trucks. Maybe we'll do some Warno. Who knows what we're gonna do? You, if you have any ideas, feel free to drop them in the Discord. And don't forget, check it out on YouTube if you ever want to see anything that you might have missed. Absolutely appreciate you checking it out. And you all have a great night. Bye.